Yes, it's Jumble. And here's your host, Jeff Stevenson.
Thank you. And good morning. Welcome to Jumble. And thanks once again for all your letters. Listen, how about this one? It's from France. They're actually getting us loud and clear in France, in Calais. It's from Madame Francois Dupont. And she says, Dear Jeff, we are able to see you on Morning Each Day. We like you much. Please talk to us something in French. So I'm going to have a go, just for Madame Francois Dupont. Here we go. Bonjour, Francois. Comment allez-vous? Je suis toi. Oh, it's no good. I was terrible at French at school. I'll never forget the time our French teacher gave me a good belting, just because when she said, Stevenson, is the desk masculine or feminine? I crawled underneath it to have a look. And now we have another little belter. Yes, it's Jumble, the game where we have a whole load of fun with cryptic clues and anagrams. They're all lined up waiting to be solved by our contestants, and if they're successful, they could win up to 500 quid. We have two teams on Jumble, each made up of one member of the public and one celebrity. And first, a young lady who brings a whole plethora of talent and glamour to stage and television. Yes, it's lovely, Linda Lusardi. How are you?
Bye.
Welcome to Jumble.
Thank you.
Now, of course, left modelling, you're now appearing as an actress and also as a presenter.
Yes, I'm doing lots
Enjoyed
of different things, yeah. How did you describe me just now?
It was about you bringing... Let me just have a look at... Oh, I can't believe you're asking me that. You see, there's a lady who brings a whole plethora of talent and glamour to stage and television.
What does plethora mean?
I don't know. Ask our writer. Listen. Linda.
I don't want to be accused of something I'm not guilty of.
You've appeared on many game shows.
I have.
Your most favourite game show over the years?
Jumble, of course.
Oh, no. Apart from Jumble.
Oh, I don't know. I enjoyed Blankety Blank when that was on.
Yeah, Blankety Blank was
great. Yeah, it was always good fun doing that.
Yeah, OK. You appear in pantomime every year. Do you like panto?
I do, yes. I seem to have been typecast as Snow White. This will be my fourth year this year.
Yeah, because I remember, was it your first one was at Reading?
Yeah, I played Cinderella with Norman Wisdom at Reading.
Yeah, and
it was quite an experience.
Yeah, I saw you at Dartford as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it caused a bit of an uproar, didn't it? A page 3 girl suddenly going into pantomime.
Yeah, I think it did about 5 years ago, but people are used to me doing other things now, so they accept me keeping my clothes on.
And you are great in pantomime, I've got to say.
Thank you.
Linda, introduce us to your partner.
This is Richard. He's a financial consultant.
Oh, really? What, you sell insurance?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The crowd from Manulife Financial are at the back. Get a plug in.
Oh, right, OK.
Absolutely.
Good. Yes, he's brought some spellers in with him. And I understand you are into football.
Yes, in a big way.
Yeah, you're a shareholder at Manchester United?
Yeah, I've been for about 12 years now.
And you're involved with Colchester?
I am involved with Colchester, yes. Enjoy it.
Colchester United, yeah.
Different end of the football spectrum to Manchester United, but
no, I went to Colchester once. They were having a new competition, Spot the Crowd. It's true. I actually phoned up the ground. I said, what time's the kick-off? They said, what time can you make it?
Nice to give that one an airing, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes, it is. And why not? Yes. Thank you, Richard. We will see how Richard doesn't do too well this morning. We welcome you to Jumble. We wish you all the very best of luck. So we've met our first team, and now on to our next celebrity. He said he'd like to come on Jumble, so we said yes. He said he wanted to come on a show with Linda Lusardi. We said yes. He said he wanted us to say that he was handsome. We said yes. Well, wouldn't you? It's that gorgeous, glamorous giant, Mr. Henry Cooper. I've had the pleasure quite recently, a few times, of being at dinners where you've actually got up and done the after-dinner speech. Do you enjoy doing that?
Yes, not bad. Now, you know, the more you do, you get used to it, and I do my own thing, which basically is boxing orientated, and a few golf stories.
A few jokes as well?
But it's golf, yeah, we do the gags, you know, and it's pretty good, yeah, we enjoy it. Yeah.
Playing a lot of golf this summer, Henry?
Yeah, we got, as I say, I'm chairman of Ryder Cup Golf Society, and we're going to have about 24 tournaments this year, and we'll raise in excess of 500,000 quid. So
ladies and gentlemen, doesn't that deserve a round of applause? Well done. Henry, over the years, I've got to tell you, my dad asked me to ask you this. Over the years, who has been your favourite boxer?
Well, apart from, what's her name, Joe Louis, I think, you've got to give Ali. He was a great character, let's be honest. I mean, he was, apart from being a great boxer, he was a great showman. he didn't need any PR companies. He was his own best PR man, and you know, and a brilliant guy. A tragedy that perhaps now he's got Parkinson's disease, and the old brain's not as good as it used to be.
Okay, introduce us to your partner, Henry.
Well, I've got this lovely Helen from Harwich. Has been a Cockney. That's two.
Helen from Harwich.
Harwich, yes.
Welcome, Helen. What do you do for a living?
I'm a customs officer.
Are you really?
Yes.
You just check the pockets. Yes. So I've got to ask you, now if you're a customs officer, you know if somebody comes through the green area or the red area, whatever, and you confiscate a few bottles of wine, a few bottles of scotch, maybe some aftershave, whatever, what do you actually do with that stuff?
We don't drink it and smoke it, as people like to think. No, I think if it's a lot of stuff, it's sometimes sold back to the trade, and the rest is tipped down the sink or burnt, all under strict conditions.
I see. And you've recently travelled to Goa in India?
Yeah, a couple of years ago. I had a smashing holiday in Goa.
Portuguese colony. It's beautiful out there, isn't it?
It certainly was, and the food was magic.
Great.
It's a lovely time.
Of course, you being a customs officer, you wouldn't come in bringing more than your allowance, would you?
Of course not.
Of course not. No. Welcome to tell the truth. So, we welcome you, Helen. We wish you all the very best of luck on Jumble this morning. That's Helen with Henry Cooper and Richard with Linda Lusardi. We've met our two teams. Let's get on with the game and look at our first cryptic clue cartoon. Let's play Jumble. This Jumble cartoon is worth £25. Here it is. There's the cartoon. How apt. There is the cartoon, and here is the clue we want you to solve. Listen out. Those hairy apes are using their arms. How underhand? Those hairy apes are using their arms. How underhand? Now, we tossed a coin before the start of the show, and Richard and Linda, you are going to bat first. Who is the yeller? Who is the speller?
I'm the speller.
And I'm the yeller.
Up you pop. We come to the first of our 4 jumbled words. Each word relates to our cartoon. Richard, you have 15 seconds to unscramble it. If you do so, we are going to give you £10 at a crack at solving our cryptic clue cartoon. Linda, you can only spell, you cannot yell. No vocal help from you whatsoever. And Richard, you can only yell, you cannot spell. So loads of verbal. 15 seconds on the clock. Go. Think aloud. Sorry?
Combat.
Combat. Well done. So, the A has fallen onto a red square. That means the A is our key letter. And we place the A on the right. Richard, those hairy apes are using their arms. How underhand? What about you? Any ideas?
None at all.
OK. Wouldn't do you any good to get an anagram this soon, because don't forget you've got to build up the cash to go through to our final round. Second jumble, 15 seconds on the clock. Go.
Jungle.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, and it is a jungle out there. We take the U, the G and the L, key letters. And I am walking once more over to the scoreboard. Or not the scoreboard, the cartoon board. We put the G, the U, Richard. Those hairy apes are using their arms. How underhand? What about you? Any ideas?
No, none at all.
OK, over we go. Third jumble, 15 seconds on the clock. Go.
Sirloin. Soil.
You haven't got long.
Soldier.
Yeah, well done. Soldier. We soldier on. We take the L, the I, the E and the R. And we place the L, the I, the E and the R all on the left. Richard, those hairy apes are using their arms. How underhand? Any ideas?
Is it gorilla aid?
No, it's not. Over we go. Fourth jumble, 15 seconds on the clock. Go.
Warrior.
Yes, it is. Well done. OK, we take the W, the A, 2 R's. Linda, come over here. We're going to do some rearranging. And we put the A and the R on the left and the W and the R on the right. The clue is those hairy apes are using their arms. How underhand? In you go. You've got 15 seconds to do some rearranging.
Guerrilla war.
Guerrilla war it is. Back you go. Well done. Those hairy apes are using their arms. How underhand? Guerrilla war. Linda and Richard now have £65. Give them a round of applause. Doing very well. Maximum score. Second cartoon is worth £25. Let's take a look at it. There's the cartoon, and here is the clue. Listen out. It's an honour to make a speech on board ship. It's an honour to make a speech on board ship. Henry, Helen, who is yelling, who is spelling?
Well, I'll spell him.
I'm yelling.
OK, up you pop. First jumble on the clock, seconds out, go!
Ribbon.
Oh, yeah, well done.
All right,
the I and the O.
Well done.
And we place them. I-O, I-O. Helen, it's an honour to make a speech on board ship. What do you think?
No idea at the moment.
No idea at the moment. Are you holding out?
No.
OK. Second jumble, 15 seconds on the clock. Go.
Colour.
Yeah, well done. C and the O, key letters. And the O and the C. Helen, it's an honour to make a speech on board ship. Any ideas?
No, none at all.
No? Are you bluffing?
No.
You're not? OK, over we go. Third jumble, 15 seconds on the clock. Go.
Rignet, rain, gran, garnet, train, rating.
Yeah, she's just got it. Rating. R-A-T. That's it. We take the R, the T and the N, our key letters, and we place them right over here underneath the cartoon in that order. And we ask you, Helen, it's an honour to make a speech on board ship. Any ideas?
No.
OK, over we go. Fourth jumble, 15 seconds on the clock. Go.
Mailed, lamed, delm, adlam, medal.
Yes, well done, Henry. Give it, Helen. What is it? Medal, well done. We take the E, the D and the A. Over here, Henry, we have some rearranging to do. In they go. In you go. You've got some rearranging. 15 seconds. Starting after I give you the clue. It's an honour to make a speech on board ship. Go.
Decoration. Decoration.
Decoration. Well done, Henry. All right, back you go, mate. Back you go. Oh, we nearly got Henry's right hand in there. It's an honour to make a speech on board ship. Decoration. So it's level pegging. We have Henry and Helen with £65 and Linda and Richard with £65 as well. Very good. Close game this morning. We move on to round two. This time our cartoon is worth £50. If you can give me the answer to the cryptic clue that goes with this cartoon. Let's take a look at the cartoon. There's the cartoon. Here's the clue. This is how the sheep was raised to provide red meat. This is how the sheep was raised to provide red meat. Linda, Richard, who's the yeller, who's the speller?
You want to spell again?
Yeah.
I'll yell again.
OK, up you pop. How you find it, Linda? It's different when you're close up, isn't it?
Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah.
It's nerve-wracking.
OK, keep going. You're doing very well. You've got 15 seconds on the clock. First jumble coming up. Go.
Graze.
Yeah, well done. Yes, graze. You see, that's the secret. It relates to our clue. Graze, what with sheep and all that business. We put the A in there. This is how the sheep was raised to provide the red meat. Richard, what do you think?
You tell me, no idea.
No idea. You bluffing?
Certainly not.
Certainly not. OK, well, more anagrams, more cash. Second jumble, 15 seconds, go.
Flounder.
Keep thinking aloud, Richard. Oh, you've lost control. Back you go. Henry and Helen, you've gained control. Up the top. Right, Henry, here you go. You've got 15 seconds. Go.
Unfold.
Well done. Yes. Unfold. Unfold. F-O-L-D. Great. It's a good job I can spell, isn't it? OK. Come over here. We place the N there, the U there. Helen, this is how the sheep was raised to provide red meat. Any idea?
Not yet.
OK. All right, over we go. Third jumble, 15 seconds, go.
Reef, fear, effer.
Effer?
Fear, reef, effer,
No,
free.
no. Sorry?
Free.
Free, yes. You should have got that. What with duty free? Yeah. We placed the E in there. Helen, this is how the sheep was raised to provide red meat.
No. Keep going.
Over we go. Fourth jumble. After this, Henry will help you over at the board. 15 seconds on the clock. Go.
Dicker. Derek.
Yes. Well done, Derek. Well done, Derek. Yes. We take the R, the I, and the K. Come over here, Henry. We're going to do some rearranging. And we place them in like that. And we ask you to do some rearranging. You have 15 seconds. This is how the sheep was raised to provide red meat. In you go.
Inkru, Nairuk, Coke,
No, I'm sorry, you've lost control. Back you go. Richard and Linda, you've gained control up your pump. Just take the lead here.
Sorry.
This is how the sheep was raised to provide red meat. You've got 15 seconds, go.
Ukraine.
Yeah, you got it. No need to worry, Linda. Back you go. Ukraine. Yes. This is how the sheep was raised to provide red meat. The female sheep is a ewe. It could be raised by a crane, a Ukraine, red meat. So, we have Henry and Helen with £95, but they're out there in front. They're leading the field. Linda and Richard with £135. We move swiftly on to cartoon 4. It's worth £50. It's over there. Have a butcher's at it. There is the cartoon. Here's the clue. It's Lawrence who confuses people with musical sounds. It's Lawrence who confuses people with musical sounds. Henry, Helen, who's the yeller, who's the speller?
Keep the same, I think.
Okay, up you pop. Right, you've really got to go for maximum points now. You've got 15 seconds on the clock. Go.
Straight, sitar. No, traits.
No.
Straight, traits, straight, sitar,
No, I'm sorry, you've lost control. Back you go. Richard and Linda, you've gained control. You have 15 seconds. Are you ready? Go.
Straight.
No.
Artist.
Yes, it is. Well done. Thank you very much. We take the A, the R. We walk over to the cartoon board once more. We put the A on the left, the R on the right. Richard, it's Lawrence who confuses people with musical sounds. Any ideas?
None at all.
None at all. Over we go. Second jumble. Go.
Keep going, Linda. Keep going.
Player. Player, yes. Well done. P-L-A-Y-E-R. So we take the L, the A, and the R. Law. And we place the R on the left. A and the L on the right. Richard, it's Lawrence who confuses people with musical sounds. Any ideas?
No.
No, over we go. Third jumble, 15 seconds, go.
Bather. Breath.
Yes, breath, well done. So we take the R. We place the R on the left. Richard, it's Lawrence who confuses people with musical sounds. Any ideas?
Larry Adler.
Larry Adler it is. Well done, Richard. 50,000 yours, back you go. It's Lawrence who confuses people with musical sounds. Larry Adler. Lawrence is Larry. To addle is to confuse. So, Larry Adler, a fine professional he is too. So, at this point we have Henry and Helen with £95, but going through to our final with a great score of £215. Richard with the help of Linda Lusardi. Well done. So, Helen, we're going to leave you. Thanks for being a great sport. We wish you all the very best. Hope you don't have too much of a busy summer. And we'd like to thank your celebrity partner. Ladies and gentlemen, our Henry Cooper. Thanks, Henry. We will see you in part 2 when Richard could win another £200 with the help of Linda Lusardi. See you in part 2. Don't go away now. Bye. Back to Jumble. Well, at the end of our first half, Helen, our customs officer, has disappeared through the green channel with Henry Cooper. And our team of Linda and Richard have successfully got through to the final, and Richard now has a chance to add another £200 to his score by solving the cryptic clue that goes with this cartoon. Let's take a look at the cartoon. There's the cartoon, and here is the clue. Musical relations of well-known farmers found buried in Welsh town. Musical relations of well-known farmers found buried in Welsh town. Solve that clue, Richard, and another £200 is yours. Here's how you do it. I'm going to show you 6 jumbled words. They are number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6. Each jumble unscrambles into a word. Each word relates to our cartoon. Each one you get correct, Richard will give you key letters to help you solve our cartoon caption. You have 60 seconds. Linda, Richard, are you ready?
We are.
OK, take your places. You have 60 seconds to unscramble these anagrams, starting now.
Relace, recale, reseal.
Move on.
Yeah, move on. Next one's ground.
Yes, well done. Move on, correct.
Next one's hobo.
Yes,
hobo.
correct. Move on.
Shoot.
Yes, correct. Move on.
Move those towels. Funeral.
Yes, correct. Move on.
Earther.
No.
No. Is it anything like Earther?
No. I haven't seen it lately. I don't know.
Theatre.
Yes, it is. Well done. So we go back. You haven't got long. OK, try this one.
Clear.
No. You've got 5 seconds.
I need him.
Oh, I'm sorry. Listen, you did very well. You got 5 out of 6. That's a very good score. Let me tell you. Studio audience, any ideas with this one? Cereal, well done. Yes, I wonder if you had cereals for your breakfast. Maybe if you had, you might have got it. OK, if you'd both like to come over here, I'll show you how the letters have taken their place on our jumble cartoon board. They're in the right words, but they are jumbled. You have 10 seconds to confer. After 10 seconds, I will need an answer. Set the clock. The final jumble clue is musical relations of well-known farmers found buried in Welsh town. Musical relations of well-known farmers found buried in Welsh town. You have 10 seconds to confer. I need an answer in 10 seconds. Start the clock now. OK, the final jumble clue for £200. Musical relations of well-known farmers found buried in Welsh town. Any ideas, Richard, Linda?
The has at the end.
No. Give me a wild guess.
Near.
It's a Welsh town,
Quick.
isn't it? No.
I'm sorry, you're out of time. Studio audience, any ideas? Underneath the arches, yes, underneath the arches. Not to worry, give them a round of applause. Richard and Linda, come over here. Listen, not to worry. Richard, you did very well. You're not a loser. You're going away with a very respectable score, £215. You had a good morning with us?
Marvellous. Thank you very much indeed.
Thanks very much. We'd like to thank your celebrity partner, ladies and gentlemen, the lovely Linda Lusardi. Thanks for coming on Jumble, Linda.
Thank you.
Well done. We'll see you very soon on Jumble. Same time, same place. Have a nice day. See you soon. Bye-bye.